Hi, everyone. How are you guys doing this evening? I hope you guys are all right. Um, I don't know who does that. Someone makes a comment, and I don't know. It's gonna keep bothering me. I put a question out to StreamYard. That's who I go live with. But during the broadcast, let's try this again. Boom. During this broadcast, um, I would be very appreciative. If you guys want to send stars, wonderful. But other than that, I'm here to answer some questions. I'll let you know in a minute. Let's let some people come into the room. Hi, Richard. Hi, Jay. Hi, Sally. Cynthia, Teresa, Jess, Kathy. How are you guys? How are you guys? Hi, Lauren. How you guys doing? It's a Sunday night. Hi, Kimberly. Um, I'm going to be doing something next week that's special with the stars. Hi, Rachel. Hi, guys. How are you? I'm trying to keep my mind busy. Baby, I'm okay. Got my baby fever. Aww. Babies are such a blessing. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Candy. Aw. Thanks, Lauren. Oh, it's Monday morning there. Oh, okay. Let me figure out the time wise. Always really gets me mixed up. But let's try for Monday evening for me, Tuesday morning for you. Would that be good? Hi, Caitlin. Hi, Jessica. Abuelita, how are you, my friend? Hi, Liz. Sunday there for you in Canada. It's 11 a.m. here. Okay. Can you do 11:30? Let's see. That's not going to work. 11:30 your time. Jess Kremp for Tuesday. Will that work? I'm just writing it down. Jessica K. Hi, Dawn Mural. How are you? Not so much tomorrow, Lauren, but I do have one position open later in the afternoon on Tuesday. Hi, Joyce. How are you? Long time no see. You feel sad today, Margaret? So that is, let me just write down Jess. Tuesday, 8:30. So it'll be Wednesday at 11:30 your time, Jessica Kremp. Um, Lauren, um, I will do Tuesday right after Jessica K. How is that? So we'll do a 10 p.m. my time. It will be 7. Can you do 7? 7 p.m. Cali time. Cool. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Jody. Hi, Allie. Hey, Shar. How you doing? Oh, good, Joyce. Good. Life is meant to be good. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Did you make it there? Okay. No, nothing. No question is too strange. I'm guys. I'm doing this because okay. First and foremost, hi, Vicky. How are you? Things have been a little bit wonky lately. Why? Because there's been many changes to Facebook. Hi, Ashley Keith. Many changes to Facebook. So I wanted to do something so that I was making sure that I was getting out there. I also was recently diagnosed uh, day before yesterday with shingles. So I'm trying not to spend time in bed, spend time, woe is me. Oh, this pain, that pain, this thing, you know. Hi, Liz. Hi, Jen. The issue with your mother? You mean the non-talk thing? So, hi Sheila. Hi Cynthia. So far, I'm itching more than not, like on my back. So, my strange question is, do spirits talk with accents? Um, Let me just turn the page here and I'm going to do 50. Just give me the questions, Jotty. You know what? If you guys want to donate something to me. Donate some stars. Don't worry about the $5 per question. Just as long as it's no more than two, I'm good. Vicky, my guides are telling me that your mom's your mom's not ready. Almost like okay. So that reminds me of something I want to bring up when it comes to um, signs. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Vicky, um, she's not speaking with you right now, correct? No messages, no speaking, no. It's almost like she's put some. Okay, I just heard my guides say if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. She's dealing with some feelings, and you really don't need all of that. Does that make sense to you, Vicky? So don't worry about paying $5. I mean, I'll just take the first two questions I see you to do. Okay, need the lotto numbers. I can't give you the lotto numbers. If I could, I would love to. I would love to. We'd work out something on the side, but no. Hi, Jen. If I don't get a chance to say your name or say hello, please don't take offense. It's just that there's going to be a lot of people in the room tonight, and I want to just get going at asking these questions. Okay. Um, so, oh yeah, that's Ashley Lynn. I thought I told her 9 though. So anyway, let me get to the other. Do you not know what the? Oh, okay. So, Vicky, let me ask you this: do you feel like by having your mother not reach out to you that it's hurting you? Because you shouldn't take it in offense. It's something she's going through, not you. Jess. Um, Sometimes, on rare occasion, if not, I tend to hear the voices either in their original voice or sometimes if they've had tubes down their throat or they had a problem not speaking at the end, they'll come through a different way. They come in through accents on rare occasion when their accent has something important to say. In other words, like if they're trying to tell me who they are and all I'm getting is a grandmother energy and they all of a sudden give me an accent, I'm going to say, oh, they've got an accent. And then they're like, oh, okay, I know which grandmother that is. Or I'll say, oh, I'm hearing a Scottish brogue. Do you know what I mean? Like, then they're like, oh, that's this side of the family. If I can't figure it out, they will use their accent that they had here on the earth plane to help me. Does that make sense to you, honey? So, Jess, that is your answer. The shingles has been very different. Do you know what I mean? It's nothing I ever envisioned having, but I did have a very mild case of chickenpox when I was younger, so I'm hoping to have a mild case this time. Um, Joyce, no messages per se, but you've had a loved one around, female, grandmother has been around you. not for her sake, but for yours. Um, Everything is going really great, and someone around you is waiting for the next shoe to fall, and your grandmother's just there to make sure it doesn't. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, honey. Just scrolling down. Hi, Robin. How are you? I've been on, but the audience's reach is now different starting tonight. So it's going to be on a more user friendly feed, I guess. You know, not right now, Jade. What about questions? Do you guys have questions? Oh, Liz, you don't have to. Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you. Shar wants to know love and career. Um, yeah, he's been around you, Shar. What is up with the candles? He's saying something about candles. Have you been lighting candles? Because he's saying candles, no candles. So if you've been lighting them, you don't need to light them. um, you finally have a steady job, but it's not the career path that you want. Um, there's nothing coming in right now about your love life. However, the career is going to come first. Almost like there's something because I'm seeing books. So books and additional learning is going to come before the love comes in, and it's not going to come in traditionally the way you think. The dating apps and the dating scene is not really kind of your thing. It's more like a friend of a friend comes in. You know, correct? Vicky says. Yeah, it's not about you, honey. Please don't take it personally. It's not about you. It's about your mother. Your mother has a lot that she deals with. It's like, okay, I'm just going to use two words and you'll know what I mean. Mental health issues. Okay, three words. Mental health issues. Allie, he doesn't have a message. He's not even here right now. But um, he's been around you, though. So it seems like I'm feeling anxiety. So it feels like you've been anxious lately. When you're anxious a lot, he comes around. Also he won't give you the traditional signs. He does things like electronics. Still, yeah. What a lovely soul, Kimberly. What a lovely soul. So very gentle since she's crossed. She's finally found like her happiness, like she helps people over there. So that's really important. You know, it's really important to her. Something about your car. My guides are telling me if you haven't gotten your car recently fixed, start saving. Jessica, okay. All right, no. Let's see it. Let's go. I'm showing this. I I like this question. Here's why. How do spirits pick who they are more with? I hope I'm saying this right. Sorry if I'm not. No, you are. Um, my guides simply do that. They guide. So they tell me if I read a name and I read it before I even say your name, they will go ahead and they'll tell me, they'll give me a message. Sometimes your loved ones come right in, they pop in. I've even been driving and all of a sudden I look up in my rearview mirror and there's men sitting in the back seat of my car, but they're not physically there. But they're there, but they're not physically there for someone. So then if they can tell me who it is, and it usually happens when I'm on the other line with somebody. You know, if they think that they can get that message to and from through me, they'll do it. How do spirits pick who they are more with? Now, here's other thing that I want you, and this is kind of like a part two, but it's not a second question. Um, a lot of the times when we have siblings, the parent is going to be around more the sibling that they were closer to. Okay, but you can't ever go by that, and here's why. If they have a message for you, whether you were closest to them or not, they're going to come in for you. Last night I just happened to be at the right place at the right time. Not really, because there's no such thing as circumstances. Nothing is coincidental. I should say those surprise circumstances. There's nothing like coincidental. So I happened to be going by and I said, "Oh, this person just went online." Okay, I follow them and I know that they've given me a message before. Let's see if they have a message again. I had I had someone come into me that has never, ever, ever communicated through anyone to talk to me. Never. And they were like all there. It's just because I needed it. So 9 times out of 10, spirits pick who they are going to come in to me because they know you need it. Sometimes it's because they know you have to wait. Like, if they know something is about to change in your life, they're not going to come in for you until that thing has happened so that they can address that thing if they know it's of importance. Does that make sense? Did that answer questions, guys? I hope it did. I hope it did. That's interesting. Siobhan, I'm hearing loosen up the reins a little bit. Okay. Octavius, please, where is my AirPod? Are those earbuds like those earbuds things? And like a thing with something that lifts up? Because you have not looked under your bed. And it feels like right corner? Do you have part of your bed against the wall? Because that's what it seems like. Margaret, there's more to meets the eye. And yeah, you should be concerned. The one person isn't real sincere. I can see you, Heather Duncan. I can see you. What does that mean that she was going to fall? No, the other shoe. In other words, like everything right now for you, Joyce, is going pretty good. But sometimes subconsciously, we wait for the other shoe to fall. In other words, we wait for something like, wow, everything's going real good. I hope nothing bad comes in. That is a projection that you put out to the universe. And what happens is something negative comes back in at you. But I don't see that happening for you. It feels like someone around you feels that way. Like something is going too well. So there must be something bad to make sure that, you're going to be miserable. You're not. Everything's going well. You're good. All the time, Stephanie Joe. I will tell you, Cindy Shepard, when you ask questions like that are very open-ended, they have a tendency not to give you answers. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I'm not really because they want more time. I'm not sure what it is in your case. I feel like you have someone that would love to come through, but they are very, 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 very private. And this is a very, very, very public forum. So they don't want to talk in front of everybody. So that's that. Well, Carol, he's not really lost anymore. He's around you an awful lot. Oh, okay. All right. Someone keeps sneezing around one of the scented ones. So that's, I think, what you're picking up on is somebody's there. Valerie, how is my health? Anything to worry about? You mean, is your health? There's something underlying there, Valerie, but I'm not a doctor. Yeah, there is. I just don't know what it is, honey. I wish I had the lotto numbers. For sure. Um, the type of questions that I can easily answer with accuracy are those questions like anything about my health. Um, will I ever? This is one. Oh, Jay. Will I ever be able to not only love again, but to accept it as well? Um, Eventually, Jay, yes. Eventually, yes. You got a lot of healing to do, my friend. You had um, a one door close with a divorce. So you have grieving that you should be doing there, but then absolutely 110% someone that you loved beyond all measure. Um, there was grief upon that. And then somebody else passed away, a series of somebody else's. So you had a lot of grieving left to do, but you will. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Um, Carol, I'm not getting anyone come through for you per se, but you think about this person a lot, and when you think about them like that, they come in. So they are around you, no doubt. When you know some spirits are around, how do you know who they are? Well, like I look over, and how I may see them is not how you may see them. Some people are out there and they teach mediumship. When they teach mediumship, 9 times out of 10, they're going to teach you how to do it in your mind's eye, because that is something that can work for most people, and they can get like more of evidential stuff that way, Richard. Like you can get evidential stuff, like maybe a name. I'm not good at names. I don't easily get names. Thank you, Chetta. Um, but like for instance, let me just. Richard has asked this question. I'm going to just show it up here. How do I know who they are? Because I get into when I have that feeling. What I do is I go in and I say this little thing to myself. And basically, what I said, please help me to focus. And I breathe out. And then I imagine the heat of the day on the asphalt. And then it gets wobbly and then it comes into focus. And then I listen and I hear it. So I can usually tell. Sometimes when the veil is thick or my energy is not vibrating as high, um, I have to get some clarifying, or like I would say identifiers. But like I can tell by looking at them what I would judge their age to be, or sometimes they tell me. So it's as individual, Richard, as each of us human beings are individual. Um, I try not to ask the sitter, which is who I'm reading for, any questions, because I want to be able to tell them the information, not the opposite way around. If you say I want to hear from this person, and this person, guess what? I'm gonna kind of hear about from those people. I want it to be legit. I operate from my heart space, and pretty much that's kind of it. It just depends. Ashley Keith, your health has been going back and forth. Has there been like a little bit of weight gain? You're not. You need to take more time. My guys are saying, Ashley Keith, they want you to make sure you're taking time for yourself to go to the doctors and get checkups, or if anything, comes of anything, to follow through and make sure you're putting yourself first. So that's what you need to do, Ashley. Um, let's see. Anthony wants to ask if his grandpa knew that he loved him before he passed away. They all, they all know that we love them. Usually, we get that clarity later in the transitioning more towards moments of last breath. Joe Sewell. Sewell. Let's see about Sewell. Joe, no messages from your loved ones. A message from my guides. They want you to know that subconsciously you're self sabotaging some of the best things in your life. So watch out for self sabotaging. Okay, on. I'm not really doing, Lacey. I'm not doing like live messages. I mean, don't get me wrong. If spirit does come in with a message, I'll be sure to give it. But yeah, Allie, you've been very anxious lately. Yeah, Allie, it's because of your abilities. You're picking up on energies that are around you. So I would say watch out for energy vampires and watch out for people who suffer from anxiety as well. Is my father's reality being blurred? My guides are saying yes, that he it's like as though the as okay, as we begin to transition, sometimes if we've lived in this earth plane with some form of state of denial, um the reality of it getting closer to time of passing gets blurred, as well as judgment. Does that make sense, Kayla? Good, Vicky. Yeah, listen, it's just a waiting game, honey. It's just a waiting game, because no matter how hard you try, it's not going to be productive at this point. It really isn't. It has, Jessica, but what it's supposed to do is air out something that needs to be addressed. But it just seems like one side wants to talk about it, Jessica, and the other side is not as open to it because that they're afraid of possibly losing out on love. So, Candy, I'm told that Marvin is in spirit. Is that correct? Because my guides, I'm not doing spirit messages, unfortunately. No, that doesn't mean that she was going to fall. No, it has nothing to do with that, Joyce. It has to do with projecting a worry or a fear of yours. Yeah, the shoe falling. It means basically like you're worried that something bad is going to happen because it's going really good right now. Our guardian angel, so everyone knows, is with them from birth to death. Um, they don't normally talk to us unless it's a matter of life or death and it's not your time to go, and they'll step in the way of something that could be life threatening. Our guides are what talks to us. Jess, you have many, you have more than one guide. And you feel like you've been, like they've been working overtime on you. They really haven't done. Yes, Carol. I thought that's what you meant, but I wasn't sure because it's one of those things where uh, I'm hearing that it didn't come to marriage and it wasn't a lifelong thing. Sometimes, we have people that we love, um, that can be just so like the love is elusive. Like I feel like I've lost my love and I won't find it again. You know what I mean? Like find love again in this lifetime. But it's all up to God's will. God's will be done so very strongly. I mean, you can't get around that. Shar, I'm being told nothing's wrong with your cell phone. So somebody's cell phone's been going wacky. Um, Change on the ground outside of your car door. Make sure you're looking down when you step out to see the change. And there's something that happened. If it hasn't happened yet, something kind of startles you. It flies into the windshield. Doesn't make a huge mess, but it's just enough to startle you. Oh, um, only because you're supposed to be careful while you're driving. Char, that was for you. Um, no messages for you, Diane, but slow down. It feels like things are starting to speed up in life, like almost like I've got this on this plate, this happened there. Well, I got to do this for this one, that for that one. Make sure you're doing for Diane. Make sure you put Diane in there and just take a deep breath and slow up a little bit, honey. Yeah. Ashley Barreau, Ashley Nicole. Um, Ashley, my guides are telling me that you've lost it's a mother figure, so it's either a mother or grandmother. They're telling me that there's someone in there. It feels like you. It's either you or you have a younger daughter. You have a young daughter. Maybe she's between 8 and 10. Uh, she sees spirit. I don't know if she talks about it now, but remember back when she was younger. My guides are telling me remember when she was little. Siobhan, make sure that you're not being too intense with the baby. The baby might pick it up as nervous energy. You're going to find that child has abilities as she it feels like a she. Feels like a granddaughter that you have, honey. Hi, Patty. How are you? How do we keep him with the gift? Okay. All right. Protection. I know it's going to sound really weird. Protection is really easy because he's not at that age yet where he can do the cleansing himself. Cleanse with sage. Um, was with you earlier today, Siobhan. I don't know about right this second. Hi, Devora. How are you? But yes, Miss Stephanie Joe, your grandchild has abilities. You're going to see it through music. Um, how do you keep him with his gift? That isn't anything for you to keep or encourage. You're supposed to just trust and believe him. Like when he gets older and he tells you about his imaginary friends, just know that they're spirits, and you just have to keep loving him and believing in him because that's important. Ashley says yes. You're welcome, honey. It's a 13-year-old daughter. Oh, that makes sense because I'm being told that she has abilities, and sometimes, um, if they're like a little immature in one respect, they're easier to get messages. But it's probably 13. I don't know why thought she was of tender age. Oh, but just know that she's got abilities. Yeah, Patty, you are not sleeping well. I will tell you, there's a There's like a bunch of you actually in this room, even. Okay. No, I'm just doing questions. They're just little questions that I can answer because I'm finding that right about now, Spirit told me that not a lot of people can afford readings, and there's a lot of people like this right here. I'm gonna put it up here, okay? I'm not sleeping well. I will tell you right now. This has got to be like the 100th time I've heard that this week, at least, because there's stuff going on out in the universe. And for some of us, well, that was weird that I just saw that. I don't know why I did. Okay. But I know who that is. And I don't think that they asked a question yet. All right. So that's interesting. Okay. Let me get to Patty. There's right now a lot of you that are having problems with sleeping. Me as well. Mine because of the itching, and if I lay on my back a certain way, the area starts to get painful. But I'd have to say that a lot of it's got to do with traveling in the universe. I know this is going to sound really, really weird, and this even came up in someone's reading. Okay. Um, the fact of the matter is that some of us, when we go to sleep, first of all, it takes an awful lot to turn off our thought process. We're stuck here instead of being stuck in our heart space. Simple thing that you can do for that is just simply changing up your bedtime routine. And you're going to find that some of you don't really have much of a bedtime routine. And for others of you, it's just a matter of I want you to just close your eyes and think of the person that you miss the most. Number one, it'll draw your attention and their attention to your dream, And the best time for spirits to come into our dream is, I say, between 2 and 5 a.m. Most people it's 2 and 4. And if I had to narrow it down, it'd be between 3 and 4. But that's when we hit a certain point in our sleep progression. And it's easiest for spirits to come into our dreams and give us messages. So if you're not sleeping, Patty, instead of tossing and turning, get up out of bed. Go write down what you're thinking, what you're feeling, especially if you're first trying to fall asleep. This is what's been working for me. And write it down, okay? Turn the page. See, I still have from earlier when I took a nap. And then go back and lay down. Say a prayer for peaceful sleep. Sometimes you guys can be picking up on the energy that's in your room, like especially if a loved one's there. And a lot of us are traveling when we think we're sleeping. So if we're called out to the universe to help, we will help. So it's like, have you woken up and it feels like you've gotten no sleep at all? Because you probably haven't. I'm just saying. Sheila Bonner. Oh, Sheila. Okay, I'm not a doctor. They're saying health issues, health issues, health issues. That's 3 times. Also, be careful the company you keep. Someone keeps negative, 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 negative. You're feeding into that, and negative things are coming back to you, sweetheart. Be careful of the company you keep. No, Candy. It's not time for them. They're still processing, especially the 9-year-old. Still processing what exactly that means in the long term. Um, I think the only way that they're going to talk about it is to open up with a therapist, believe it or not, or something like on that order where it's working with children and bereavement. Linda, I am reading the messages, but if you are in like on YouTube, um, and you haven't accepted, if you haven't granted, I should say, permission for me to see your comments through StreamYard, then I may not be seeing it. You know? Let's see. Okay, they're not going to be fair with you, honey. Dana, Dana, Dana. My guys are just like all over this. Trust your gut instinct. You always try to give people the benefit of the doubt, and that's wonderful to do. Um, but I will tell you this: you've got a good heart, and others are taking advantage of that. Just because you want other family members, your close ones, who you think are close, um, just know when it comes to being fair, no, they're going to put themselves first, especially when there's financial gain. I hope that helps. Hi, Anna. Good news. But it's almost like you have to go through a bunch of muck and mire to get to those good vibes that are going to be happening. Um, the good news is you're waiting for news on something. It's like got to do with your job, like almost like something like a promotion, different. Like I'm hearing it's more of a career path now for you. I hope that helps. Uh, Dottie, it's not now. It's not lately. Um, it's not going to be until actually like spring of next year, honey. I'm sorry. I wish I had better news. Um, Dawn Muriel, you had someone pass since I last played bingo with you, is what my guys are telling me. Um, with your health, you had to get down to the very bottom before you were willing to work on trying to climb your way to the top. So, on your health, you still have some ongoing health issues, but it feels like you're just getting ready to rededicate yourself to your health, especially in regards to shedding pounds. Just keep in mind, sweetheart, you can't shed pounds until you shed emotional baggage. Okay? And you're doing so much better than you were this time last year, is what I'm being told. Okay, honey? Yeah, but he's not telling you all the extent, Stephanie Joe. Trust me when I say that. He's not he's not at that mature enough place. You're gonna see it progress. You're gonna see it progress. Wait until he goes through puberty. Because he hasn't yet, I've been told. It's not that, see, Cindy, it's not about that at all. It's about he's not ready. He's not ready. When they pass, they go through a series of things that they have to do. If they haven't um, forgiven themselves for the things that they didn't get right here on the earth plane, if they didn't, if they didn't make amends, if they haven't confessed accountability and done things of that nature, okay, um, they're not going to be at a place where they can go through reconciliation properly. So just believe me when I say, Cindy Shepherd, it's not about you. It's not about you. I promise you. He will visit you when everything is right and with him on the other side. Trust me. Keep talking to him because he does hear you. It's just he's not able to really respond at this time, but he will. Trust me. And sometimes, guys, it seems like forever. I've known it to be 3.5 years. I recently did a reading for somebody 3.5 years since her husband passed. And this was the first time. You have to remember something, guys. This is really vital. Know that in heaven, in spirit, where they are, there's no time. Absolutely no time. No clocks, no calendars, no nothing. No nothing. Time does not exist over there. We're not slaves to time. Nothing exists over there. Is there ever contact with spirit who wishes harm against us? Um, it's been a long time since I've had a spirit that wants harm. Somebody wanted to know if a place was haunted. I don't like to use that word haunted. I just say that there. I can tell if it's a spirit that is confused and lost and acting out, or if it's a spirit that means malevolent or bad things to happen, and evil entities. And I walked in and I said, "Oh yeah, there is evil here. All right, leaving now." And then I was cleansing myself doing the sage. Um, I choose not to work with those types of spirits because I believe that that white light is more powerful than any darkness. So I don't put myself in those situations. I don't feel that I'm meant to. I work a lot with the angelic realm. It's like someone that I know. Not going to say the whole thing because I don't have permission to speak his story, but he's meant to literally work with evil entities to help cleanse things. Um, we're all meant to do different things, both here on the earth plane and when we cross over. Just know that. Seriously. But Cindy, I promise you, and I don't promise easily, by the time he finally comes through to you and you understand that it's him and not you, everything will make sense. Everything will make sense. Hi, Marcy. Be careful, Marcy, because just even the way you're phrasing that question, okay, he's saying, gonna stay, gonna stay, gonna stay. And you're saying, I finally found someone I love, so therefore they must be leaving. I'm unlovable. Not true, Marcy. Not true. Be careful you don't push him away, my love. Seriously, Marcy. I say that because I've done it before myself. I have. I really have. So he's gonna stay. But just know free will is the most important thing ever. So subconsciously, you could be pushing him away. Do you know what I mean? Is it Nakia? Oh, that's pretty. Um, you are, but you get a lot of anxiety. You're picking up a lot on things that you're not aware of. And somebody is like a prankster. You've got a spirit around you that's like a big prankster that keeps moving stuff, not meaning harm, but you also have someone gaslighting you around you. So they're making you question your mental health. Okay. Just know abilities can cloud reality at times, especially if other people are interfering. Okay. Liz. Okay. So Liz, my guides are telling me actually quite loud. Um, they get a little bit better, but not the better that you want or need. But he maintains his health. Not that it's real great, but he maintains the health where he is for a while. Okay. Uh, give Bucky my love. Give Bucky my love. Yeah, Lacey, there's a lot of us not sleeping well. Ashley says, that makes sense. We just lost her dad. Yeah. 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 You're welcome, Ashley. Um, a month in, he might, it depends. We process all differently. Some of us whiz right through. My guides say that he blamed himself in this on this earth plane in his lifetime when he was here, and that he put others first, which now that he's on the other side will cause a little bit of anger. So he'll have to work through some things. Nicole, my guides say that your loved ones are enjoying. They enjoy it when you smile and when you laugh. So enjoy life. Tammy Anthony came through tonight, and it's kind of funny. But let me see if these are. Let's see if I can. Can you guys see that right there? That's your Anthony. I felt his energy, and I saw his hair. Yes. He's got to go through something though, Tammy. Feels like it's like I don't know why or where this came from me, but my guides give me the one word. They're talking about rehab. So I don't know if he's injured something because I'm not. I asked for enlightenment, not mediumship. So yeah, Deborah, I have the shingles. I do. My back is like killing me. Um, yeah. Richard, I call it the spirit hour. Other people call it different things. Some people, oh, I know who. Um, Hold on. Yeah, Tammy, there's something more. Like he's just. It's also his attitude, like his spirit. Like his spirit is missing your son a lot. Missing your son a lot. He's uh he's not at. I'm being told he's not at his bottom. His bottom won't be the same bottom as other people. Um, Richard, Teresa Caputo. I watch her. I follow her. Um, I've been to some of her readings. She's just absolutely. I love her. Um, and now that she's a grandmother, I watch her more than when she wasn't. um, so yeah, I'm starting to itch again because I'm starting to think about it. Um, Between 3 to 4, that means one of your loved ones is coming through trying to enter your dream to speak to you, Richard, and you're waking up. We have to be in a state where we allow them to come in and not get startled. So, Dawn, is he going to commit to me? He has been hurt and been confused, and yet he don't let go of me, but scares to commit. Yeah, you're worried that he's not going to be able to commit. It's like almost like you've both been so hurt. You're both waiting for like it not to work out because you don't have good luck with love. Get out of your head, sweetheart, and get into your heart space. Feel him there. It'll work, but free will always trumps everything. So if you allow it subconsciously to work, it'll work. Same thing for him though. And I can't go into his energy because I don't energy nap. Like I don't kidnap anyone's energy or go into it. Jody. Jody, my guides are telling me that you're missing the signs. Um, she's trying to come into your dreams. Are you waking up in the middle of the night between those in those spirit hours? Jody, ask her to come into your dreams. So right before you go to sleep, visualize her, think of her, close your eyes, and say, Mom, I really just need to feel your presence. I need you to give me a sign. Come into my dream and talk to me, please. I love you and miss you, Mom. You can put it however way you want. That's just kind of what I do because I like music and rhythms. Brandy. Oh. Brandy, my guides are telling me that you have to open your eyes a little bit more. School is correct in regards to your son. Testing, testing. You miss your mom. You feel like you got gypped out of your mom passed when you were younger? Because that's what I'm being told. She's around your son a lot. Randy, that's what I have for you tonight. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, Patty, that's usually when you wake up. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, most definitely. Anything coming up exciting for you? Anything exciting coming up? Debbie. You finally get to go on your trip next year. I don't know what that's about, but have you been wanting to take a trip? Almost like you tried to take a trip, Debbie, and something didn't quite work out. Feels like it might have been during the pandemic. And that's something to look forward to. You've got something else, but I'm being shown a sign that I can't get into it because it involves another person. And yeah, they're not, he's not here. Do you know what I mean? He's still on the earth plane. Um, and I can't get it into his energy. But that's why that is. Oh, well, there you go, Patty, right there. Yeah, it's trying to talk to you, Patty. Megan Marie. Um, should you move your business? Okay, I'm hearing to home or not to home. Do you have your business now in your home? Because if you don't, they're wanting you to move your business to your home. And if your business is at home, they want you to move into storefront. You've thought about storefront before, I'm being told. Um, it's not moving your business that makes the difference. It is if you're trying to cut back on money, but you're not marketing your business. You're not marketing your business to the best of its ability. Like there's more to it. Yeah. I'm hearing good idea. I'm just not sure which way. Like it's the opposite of what you have now. And I feel like right now you're like you're like clarity. Like almost like you started at home, um, and things are kind of moving and grooving. But whatever you do, don't change your logo. Don't change your logo is what I'm hearing. Can you tell me why my anxiety has been so much worse lately? Oh, okay, Angela. Angela, it's your abilities. You've got that whole you're an empath. So you're picking up on all of that stuff. So everybody else's junk, everybody else's baggage, all their feelings, their emotions, that's why you're picking up on it because it's not exactly yours. I mean, you do have your own anxiety, but why it's worse lately is because like you're going out in stores, there's too much energy there. Go to the stores when it's less busy. Okay. Lacey, I keep hearing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Um, it's got something to do with your husband's will. Like, make sure your husband is talking very nice. You guys have to go to court or something. There's a decision that's out of your hands. I'm hearing compromise. So just be ready to make a compromise, honey. Okay? All right. Okay, where was I? Um, do you do private for three people? Private readings? I do group. Yeah. Um, group, like it's 3 to 5 people, is 130. Um, like depending on what my guides say, um, They might say give them a break. They might say full price. Yeah, it just depends. Um, but yes, I do group readings. I do gallery readings. If you have 5 people, if you can get 5 people that want readings, okay, it's $50 a reading for them. Your reading is free. And some of the non for profits, I have like like Voice of Our Angels, VOOA. They get their, if you're a member of that group, just know that you get your readings cheaper. Okay. Um, Not mine, yes. Yes, that's you for sure. Good, Angela. Good, honey. Yeah. Um, yeah, that's the back and forth. A compromise has got to be made, but your husband has to hold his tongue. Yeah, Lacey, because they're saying special testing and some of the other things. Um, Lisa, I know that someone has promised your mother-in-law that she'll never have to be put in place, but just know it only works for so long, and then towards which is not now, towards end of life, um, she will have to go into a facility. Okay. Kirsten, not as smoothly as you would like, but not as hard as it could be. Okay, honey? Oh, hi, Sonia. Sonia, listen, Lizzie's been around you. She said you're a mess emotionally. I'm not going to, it's two-part. It's not just one, it's two brothers. Um, my guides are telling me not for here, not for here. Um, wow, you could really use a reading, honey. Gads. Um, just know Lizzie's been around you. She's trying to help you, but like some nights, some days, some moments, it's like moment to moment with you, Sonia. You're having a hard time. Like you start crying, and then you're angry, and then you cry, and then you're angry. Not as soon as you would like, Crystal, but at least they're capable of having grandbabies. Like, is my baby girl trying to reach me or my brother? Wow, April. Um, I'm hearing both, but it's not the way you would think. So there's something more to it, and I'm hearing a read. So I'm also hearing about money. So just know, everybody, I do on occasions. I try to do it at least every other week, where I give readings for 35. Yeah, not for here. Privately, 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 privately. Okay, you are in agreement, Sonia. Great, great. Um, oh, hello, Kathy Oliver. Your name is blinking at me. Um, wonder why. Can you tell me anything? Yeah, your baby girl, April. Yeah. Just know both, April. Um, there's just more to the story. It's not a simple yes or no. Elise. Elisa. I just call you Elise. I don't know why. No, but you're not remembering a dream you had with him in your dream. Feels like little sleep issues with you too. But he is trying to reach you through dreams, honey. Do you see my friendship with my male friend will continue? Um, it's always been back and forth. I'm hearing it's like a yo-yo. So if you haven't been through those yo-yo experiences, like back and forth, up and down, up and down, up and down, just know that they're coming. Your male friend is really more than a friend, and that has to be dealt with first. There's a third party. And Anne, I wish I could tell you more, but that's all I'm getting right now. But I feel like there's more, if that makes sense. Hey, Miss Jessica Lynn. No, Jessica, but you've got a lot going on. Um, before Christmas. Before Christmas. That's all I'm hearing from my guides. Like you've been anticipating something, but it's not going to happen right now. But before Christmas. I hope that makes sense to you. Thank you, Crystal. Yeah, guys, really, if there's something that you can elaborate on, like when Crystal said, "You're right about that." You know what I mean? Just let me know. Or if I'm off, tell me. Well, I can't. I don't understand that. Let me know in the comments too. Wanika, how are you, sweetie? Good evening. How are you? Um, Pay attention to the music around you, Wanika. One of your friends, female, um, who you have not talked to since she's passed, um, wants you to know that she's okay, and she's been trying to communicate to you through music. So I'm not sure. Oh, Colleen. I'm hearing yes, he's hiding something from you. It's not what you think, but it's also not real good either. I cannot confirm or deny what your gut is telling you, but it's not as bad as you think it is. Okay? But yeah, there's something. Um, it's not so much he's the guilty. Okay, now let me tell you something. My guides responded one way. I asked them a question. I lost the internet. I looked down. I lost the internet. I kind of knew I would because of the question. If there's questions going on in your mind, and I ask my guides if they're not meant to, and like tell me more about it, something will happen with either the feed or something just will happen. I can't explain it. That just happens because certain things we're not meant to know. We're just not meant to know. You know, it's weird. Um, Hi Tracy. Tracy, you work outside the home, but they say that you used to work in like back and forth, inside, outside the home. I'm just being told to change within what you're doing. So it feels like something along the job front. It could be that you weren't working for a while and now you're going back to work, but it's something on that. Um, Hi, Quadira. Quadira, don't allow negativity to influence your decision to move. The only thing that should influence your want, desire, need to move is that your support system. Where do you have the better support system? I know housing wise, you've been through a lot, but go where you have better support because there will be another opportunity, just not till after Christmas. So you got to kind of weigh your pros and cons. But don't let anybody else talk you out of anything because this is also a blessing in disguise. It really is. What does your grandmother want to tell you, Jennifer? Jennifer, do you smell like a smell that reminds you of your grandmother? Because it's not necessarily your grandma that has the message. There's a grandfather figure around you. You might not even really have good memory of this person. Yeah, through a lot. Let the dust settle, Kathy. Let the dust settle, honey. Okay? I can't tell you boy or girl. I've been restricted on that because I have um, an absolutely beautiful friend who's going to be the grandmother for the first time. So I am not allowed to hear that from spirit right now. So I'm sorry. Hi, Debbie Crawford. How are you? I'm sorry, Crystal. I wish I could, but I can't. Do my spirit guides have anything messages for you? Abuelita, if they did, they would come directly to you. Abuelita, they're telling me that it's almost like your antenna is bent. You need clear your energy, clear the house, clear the house again. Once is not enough. And connect in through meditation. They've actually been waiting for you. I think that's what you've been feeling is your guides waiting, like you're supposed to be getting to know them better. So you can get those answers yourself. You can, yeah. Not everybody, but you can. Um, Jessica Lynn, you're supposed to be focusing on your health and family right now. You're off center because you're not giving yourself permission to grieve properly, Winika, because in the back of your mind, you're afraid of losing your husband. Just know that when you go to try to grieve again, honey. Okay. Hello, Miss Barbara Brown. How are you? Yes, they do. It's very toxic. It's coming from him. He had a rough childhood. He's very he's very pessimistic. Everything is, I mean, it's even affecting your daughter, making your daughter a little sick. Um, okay, Sonia, honey. Um, you've got a lot more grounding to do. Because they're in the same house, you're better off actually. I know it's going to sound really wacky quacky, but they're telling me, and I know it's worked when I had someone negative living with me. Okay. Anyway, salt. Put salt on the outside of the border of like where your bedroom door is, and on the outside of the corners of your house in your room, and make your room your safe space. But before you put the salt around, I want you to open up your windows to the outside because you do have a window in there. I think two is what I'm seeing. But open that and sage and have everything negative go out. Do the salt because you're going to have a hard time. Normally, I would say sage the whole house because that's what's really needed. But if you go to sage the house, you're going to have nothing but negative again. And they just look, he looks for every opportunity he gets. Yeah, Kathy. Well, you know what? I'm a big proponent of health first. Health starts with self. Self is our health. I have to say that to me all the time. I'm just now starting to work on my health by making appointments for doctor this, doctor that, and getting everything I need to have work done. Guys, it's 9:13. I have a reading shortly, so I've got to limit this for maybe another 5 minutes or so. Okay. Um, and it's like the pull of like two opposites attract versus what you're like healthy with. Yeah. Yeah, April. She's not at it's not time for her to contact you. It's not time. When it's time, you guys will be more than ready. You're ready now. You were ready the day afterwards. Um, just know that that should be a private read, whether you do it with me or somebody else that you watch. Just make sure it's someone that you trust and resonate with. Make sure they're coming from the heart space. There's a lot of good readers out there. You just have to go with your gut. Okay? Yeah, I knew she was past. Um, she needed your essence in order to be the angel that she's meant to be. I'm not getting any Kirsten. It's subconscious, Joe. It's like my guides are telling me that we need more time than this and it needs to be private. You have a man in your life, correct? I even feel like it's a like you're living with a man. Just just know in part it's got to do with something that needs to be in private. Yes, Wanika, it is. It is. Yeah. Did you hear the song? She said that you'll know it's her. And then my guide stepped in because my guides are supposed to be helping me with no spirits coming through. Oh, Kathy. I'm sorry to hear that. Just know they're not in pain anymore. I know it sounds very like nonchalant, but that's important that you know that your friend was, yeah. I hear that it was more than a friend, it was like a soulmate. Oh, by the way, guys, soulmates do not have to be romantic. They can be like female to female, male to male. It could be anything. You can have a dog be your soulmate. Oh, good, Liz. Holidays get you down because of loss. Um, Also, there are times during the holidays where you felt alone, Liz. Um, I think there'll be a little dip between Thanksgiving and like the second week into December, but something really happy and positive happens in December. I don't know what because I'm not with your loved ones to tell me, but yeah. Finished for now, Anne, if I had to just give you one thing or another, but I don't think it's totally done with. That's the weird thing. But hi, Bonnie. Good night, Anna. I think it will be more of a friendship, but it's going to be like almost like you guys put distance. I can't help but like with Anna. I think it's like where you guys put distance. Do you know what I mean? Um, the advice, your uncle has some advice, but he's not here with me now. Okay. Oh boy. This is so hard sometimes. Sabrina, this is gonna be a hard one for you because like they're not you're not going to be hearing from them until you get a private reading. And you don't have to get it with me, you can get it from anyone. But just know that the advice that they're going to give is to love yourself. And that's the best way you can honor their memory because they've heard you. So they know that, you're talking. Cynthia Jackson. Well, the COVID thing won't save you. It all depends on if the landlord wants to compromise. There is a possible compromise, almost like you settle it in mediation first. Okay, honey? Hang in there. All things pass. Okay. Jamie. You're feeling depressed because he made you feel like he was the only one who would love you Feels like a he. I don't know what level of relationship, but just know you needed to get away from a toxic relationship. Put as much distance as possible. Because guys, it's not just like like if I'm attracted to a man, it's not just a man who's going to put me down. If I had been with a woman in a relationship, it's not just them. I mean, like romantic people can put us down and do just as much harm as they can good. It just depends on the level of relationship. Um, yes, Jacqueline. He wants you to be happy, whatever that means. I'm just not sure what it means. That's all. Oh, see, there's a Facebook user that says my soulmate was not romantic. I've had that happen to me, you know. But all right, guys, I am gonna get going. Um, but I'll try to do this again soon. I will. I just wanted to do it because Spirit put it in my thoughts and in my heart. So, all right, guys, have a good evening. Um, not right now, Bonnie. I keep hearing like watching out over your sister. Good night, Teresa. Glad you're home. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good evening and love you.